It's Ryan back with the 2000 M5 on E39 source. Today's February 24th, 2017, and it's an unbelievable 73 degrees today. I'm actually wearing shorts in February here in Ohio. It rained the last few days, washed the majority of the salt off of our roads, and today is my only chance to get this car out as it's supposed to snow tomorrow. So I have a little bit of business administrative work to do in regards to getting an E-check. There's a few counties in Ohio require an E-check, E standing for emissions. It's a bit of an OBD2 test. You plug it in. I think the car maybe idles or sits with the key in position 2. It checks the status of things. Sometimes they come out and do a visual inspection for cats. When you pass that, then you can renew your registration. I'm changing the registration of this car into my name. It hasn't been for a number of years, so finally the registration aspect of it will be. It's been titled in my name for a while, but I will be registering it in my name, which is going to require going to my nearest E-check facility and doing that. So I thought I would get the camera out and do a little bit of a video with how that works. Not many of you guys probably live in Ohio. If you do, you're familiar with it already. But if nothing else, we get it out and drive it a bit. So we've disconnected the battery charger. I did start this car when in my update video a couple of weeks ago, not very long ago. It started fine, should be fine to drive. I drove it December 28th, I want to say, maybe 10 miles, and it was great then, so I've been looking forward to this since then. I'm going to switch the Valentine 1 and my Bluetooth audio solution over to the M5 from the 330. Which, yes, is still here, is doing fairly well, aside from definite worsening rust on all the points where this car has rust. It's a 2002 with 232,000 miles on it. I'll do an update video on the car if you want. It is for sale. Moving to San Diego and I don't have use for it there. It's a 5-speed. It's a pretty nice car mechanically, but we're going to be playing with that one today. Before we hit the road, I definitely need to take a few pounds of air out of these tires. I kind of have them overinflated, probably around 50 pounds. So I think I'm going to go around and do about 45 in the front and 45 in the back or something like that. Alright, I'm down to 47 in the rear and 45 in the front. That's still probably a little higher than I want, but I'm not too worried about it. Those rear tires are going to be replaced very soon, and that's fine for the fronts for now. I'm also going to stop at the shop that tinted this car back in like 2003, I want to say, just to see if they'll be able / willing to look into their computer system and see what product is on here. I'm sure it's not a ceramic tint, but I would like to know. Debating redoing it. I talked about it in a video last year. If I can find out what's on here, that might help me decide. I know it's about a 40%. They came out and put a meter on it. But I'll stop into that shop and see if they'll work with me on that. Let me know what it is. And these will mark the first miles for the year, 2017. I think 2016 ended up being around 3,000 miles? Something totally pathetic. So hopefully we can outdo that this year. Gotta keep those things where they belong, right in the mirror. 5 miles in and my God, it's never felt better. It's really the freaking best car in the world. All right, so we get a self E-check, not a selfie check, but a self E-check. We get a little OBD2 thing, we get a scanner, touch here to proceed. I can tell it's Windows XP by the mouse. Use this kiosk, yeah, we walk through the steps, scan the barcode. I'll show you in a minute. So we plug in the diagnostic scanner to the OBD2, which now lives up in a little cubby for me with the Eurodash. And it already did the little test. Should have been easier than that. They had to come out and verify the VIN by walking all around the car and reading it and comparing it letter by letter. Of course it matches. And then the lady came out and yelled at me for filming and said that I need to contact the PR person. So she called the PR person. The PR person said they don't care if people film. So 10 minutes later, we get our result that says pass. So now to the DMV and get the registration taken care of.
Check out this parking on this S-Class. Very impressive on this S63. It is. Look at that. That is like... It is not touching though. That is
Super Sports on it. Put Super Sports on a Mercedes.
So it has like, I'm sure, I don't know exactly what power this makes, but I'm sure it is well over 500 horsepower. So
close to 6 or 7.
Yeah, probably 6. Yeah. It's something that size. Nuts.
So I got my licensing and registration and emissions check all complete. We're in good shape now and legal. I also stopped in the place that did the tint, determined that it's Lumar ATC 50% tint that was installed by the previous owner in 2007. ATC is not a ceramic tint, it's kind of their midline. So, not bad, but not what I would have put on the car probably. A salty Ferrari 599. And a saw. The new and the old. I think this is the G11 7 Series. It's got the quilted smoker's jacket interior. 750i X-Drive. Very old plates. I don't know. I just don't like new cars. I like old cars. And then M6. I like that one better.
That sounds a hell of a lot better. That's not stock.
And my M5's over there somewhere.
Yeah, there we go.
Starting normal recording.
It looks like someone ran an old X5M into a wall. That's what the front of that car looks like.
Yeah, a little.
It's not very good looking.
Alright, so left at this light.
Turn right.
We're back home now. Actually got 57 miles on my car today, which is pretty impressive for February. We've got Kennan's car here.
Very
yeah, it's dirty. It's just February though. So, Ohio roads kind of jacked you over on your front right wheel, huh?
Yeah, not as badly. So everybody who saw the Instagram picture thinks that it was the wheel that got messed up.
It's just tire.
It's not. It's just the tire.
Yeah.
But my rears were worn, and obviously I don't run a square setup. I run a stock staggered setup. So I was gonna just replace the rears with AS3s because they're good tires, and I had plenty of life left on the fronts. But now it's like I have 3 bad AS3s. So guess what? Super Sports.
Yep.
There's $1,000 in tires, but this is February and it's gonna snow tomorrow, so I guess it's good I have the Blizzaks on anyway.
Yeah, leave the winter wheels on for about another month here.
Another month or so. So probably, yeah, I'll probably get the Super Sports and put them on, and then they'll sit until. Yeah, but the interior is very clean. The exterior is very
the
dirty.
interior is always clean.
Well,
Kennan keeps a tight ship. Except, wow, what did you follow on the highway?
Yep, it was a truck.
Look at all of that.
One truck for about 10 minutes.
Holy
on
crap.
43 headed into Kent. So it's very dirty. I wanted to wash it, but again, it's going to rain tomorrow, and then it's going to sit for a little excursion we're going to go on. So
Yep.
I'll wash it probably next week when it gets the 60s again.
Yep. Well, we're going to a noise right now. Diagnose clicking. It might be. Let's get a visual on that. It sounds like he thinks it sounds like the rear. What's it called? Sway bar.
The sway. Could be the sway. It sounds like a rear.
I can't really tell. This thing's low.
But I'm not sure.
So I've been cleaning it with normal Xano Z6. Kennan, if you could move just so I get that shadow back. That's the amount of salt dust that was on the roads. I've cleaned the right part there. I have not touched the left part yet. It's just disgusting that driving this for a couple hours. Of course now the sun's gone away, but you could see before just the amount of dust that gets caked everywhere. And just like that, we're back in the garage, plugged in and charging and all cleaned up again. Brought it back, cleaned up the windows, Z6 on the body, the exhaust, wheels, tires, vacuumed the floor mats after 57 miles of driving, or 47, whatever it was today, and we're kind of back in a temporary storage mode. So I've taken a little bit of a day trip, actually a 2-day trip with Kennan and Jeff tomorrow. We'll be in an M5. There's going to be a video that will get up on the channel here in a few days. But it was a blast to get this thing out today, get some miles on it, drive a real car again. It felt fantastic. Got some business done, some play in Chagrin Falls, Ohio. It was a good day. So it's pouring down rain, storming, thunder, lightning right now. But right now, as I said, back in storage mode until probably sometime in March when the weather finally breaks and we'll be able to get it out and turn it back into a daily driver again. So thanks for watching this one. Look forward to the little road trip up north, and I'll talk to you in a future E39 source video. Take care.